Welcome to the next episode of Blockrevision, and in today's trade ideas section, where I just offer you possibly the best stock to trade right now is Skyworks. Skyworks is an American company. It's a producer of semiconductors, manufacturer of semiconductors that is one of the company that is about to gain massively during the oncoming 5G technology boom. So right now we are trading right at the trading Skyworks with a ticker of SWKS at around $160. And let's firstly talk about fundamentals of the stock. So let's firstly look through Skyworks solution as one of the growth company that is about to develop quite substantially in the years to come. So right now earnings per share for next year is right at 10%. For the next 5 years is right at the 16%, so it's not very outstanding regarding other companies in this sector. But let's look ahead. Sales quarter over quarter is quite optimistic. It's right at the 51%. It's one of a very good rating. So let's look further. So going quickly through financials of Skyworks regarding history, the company is getting into bigger debt than it used to, and also interest coverage right now is getting a bit worse, but it's still moreover better than the rest of the industry. Also, such indicators as Petrosky score, F-score, or Altman Z-score are pointing an optimistic level. So I would just wait for another identification of the condition of company. Profitability rank right now is at the good level, but next years are getting a bit worse. So in terms of Skyworks, I would just let's get to this now. So earnings per share for next 5 years is right at the 16%. It's definitely not very good in terms of industry, but still leaves some space to grow. In terms of valuation rank that right now Guru Focus is trying to make for the company, right now we are trading just at the value that Guru Focus is finding as decent one. So it means there's still room to grow, and among such companies as Beyond Meat or DraftKings or Peloton, right now we can find on Skyworks that this company, even if in other sector from the three ones that I have mentioned, is trading and in a very good spot in terms of possibility of further growth. So right now, in terms of financials and in terms of valuation, this stock is still in a good place, and we can find also that beyond such indicators as price to book ratio or price to sales ratio, that's nothing to really worry about. In terms of indications to the future via analysts, we can find that average suggestion on Skyworks is right now at 234, but Skyworks is just at 160. In the end, let's look at some also charts regarding its most important values that we need to qualify the condition of a stock, and we can find that revenue within next years is right at the recent level. So revenue is becoming very stable as of recent. Net income is increasing slowly. PE ratio right now is in a quite decent point where it was traded before. However, price to free a cash flow that is at the bottom is still also is decreasing a little bit. So the price to free cash flow is also getting better with this recent drop of a stock. A gross profit right now is also, after this 2019 surge, is cooling down a little bit, but it's not very worrisome. And a P/E ratio, so price earning growth, is as we can see, inclining, so it's very optimistic. So in terms of fundamentals, Skyworks is just one of these companies that is supposed to gain in the months to come. So right now, let's look at technicals of the stock. So in terms of Skyworks solution, we've just found that the stock has possibility to get even over $200 within a year. So why wouldn't just it make a move right here if we just at the very important support that was maintained by the stock 3 times in the past, and also has been used as a resistance back then in 2020. So right now the stock is getting into overbought phase, where on our side we are just hitting 40 points, and it means that might be a very good opportunity to buy and hold. But for medium term traders, speculators, I would just have my eyes in focus of this recent support that has become a resistance over here. So I would just at first expect this stock to hit this 175 bucks area. Afterwards, after recent pullback on a few percent, I will find just this this recent point of value at 171. So just maybe draw the path. Will hit again an all-time high, and afterwards we'll find out what the price action of the stock is and whether it has strength to cross it convincingly. Let's look at price action on a shorter time frame. On the 4-hour chart, we've just had gone through fake out that was about to shake out some of weak hands that had stop losses over here, and right now we are after very convincing, very firm surge that has made a gap up. Right now we are just correcting to fill this gap, and definitely due to price action in a very good spot to bounce from here to the north with a quite decent strength. So we'll find out what the future will bring, but definitely Skyworks is one of the one of the stocks that is about to gain at least a couple of percents in the weeks to come. If you'd like to, if you would follow such path as it was in the past after this bounces, it may take us, for instance, about 1 month to get over here, but this time the strength of a bounce might be even greater, just because we have built this gap that is getting us with a high volume of this little fake out. So I would have my eyes focused on this, and in terms of trading board, I would put this like that with a stop loss around here. So just put it below the wick of the candle. risk reward ratio at 304 level with a target of 174 and stop loss or alarm right at 157 in terms of area of entrance, where I find this stock where I find the entrance to take place will be best right at the so the lowest point of it is right at the 159, and the highest one of area of entrance will be located at 163. Otherwise, I don't find this proposition of a trade as valid. So that's it for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any question, just put it in the comment section below, and see you in the next episode.